So why do narcissists love paying for the bedroom stuff? The bedroom boom. Like I'm talking about only schmans, smostitutes, escorts, all of that type of stuff. Corno, all of that type of stuff. Yes, I'm using certain words so it doesn't get taken down or whatnot. But y'all get what I'm saying. They love paying for the bedroom boom, so to speak. That's what we're talking about today, y'all. Of course, if you're new here, my name is Lee Hammock. I'm a diagnosed narcissist, and welcome to another episode of the Narcissist Code. Welcome back, folks. Welcome back. Welcome back. Yeah, y'all. A lot of narcissistic people absolutely do love paying for it. They really do love it. I'm just gonna keep it hot and ready. Now, does every narcissist like doing that? No. No. N-O. No, most narcissists do not like. I'm just being real. There's a lot of narcissists out there who will not pay for it. Blah blah blah. Boo boo boo. Bee, bee, bee. Y'all get exactly what I'm saying, right? But there are a ton of narcissistic people who do. And this video was inspired by a lady I did a one-on-one with. Those are still available, mentalhealness.net. But I did a one-on-one with her, right? And she was pretty much telling me, she was like, "What my narcissistic husband just he was on these sites. Like a lot of our credit card bills, you would see the OF on there. You would see the OF on there. OF, this charge, this type of charge. Random charges, random PayPals, random Cash Apps to certain people or whatever." And I looked the person up. It's a lady of the night. Yeah, I know your husband. Your husband has been here with me. Your husband is one of my best clients. And she was like, "What? I have been married." She's like, "Lee, I've been married so long, I had no idea." Why do they love that? Why do narcissists love that? So I was just like, okay, you know what? I can do that. I will do that. I volunteer as tribute, right? That's what I was saying. I'm saying I'm going to do it like that. And just to kind of get it off the rip, right? One reason that narcissists love that type of lifestyle, love like the OnlyFans people, the escorts and whatnot, is because the power and the control. I think a lot of people, when you see this video, a lot of people that have ever dealt with a narcissist will understand exactly what I'm saying. There are a ton of narcissistic people who just enjoy the power and the control that they get. They just do. They love having the power. They love having the control over people. This is just the mentality that so many narcissists have. Like, and if I can just pay for it, even if it's not real life or in person, even if it's just online stuff, I give you some money. I get to tell you what to do. I have power over you. I have dominion over you. And I know that's not how it always is in the grand scheme of things, but in the narcissist's mind, that's how it goes. I have power and dominion over you to be able to tell you to do whatever I want you to do. You can't say no. Of course you can, right? But in the mind of a narcissist, you can't say no because this is a transaction. You see what I'm saying? And y'all know that narcissists absolutely love that type of stuff out there. They love the power. They love the control. They love being able to exert it over other people. And then you get a lot of narcissistic men who are just misogynists, right? Now, could a narcissistic man go looking for another man? Could a narcissistic man be on OnlyFans sites of other men? Yes, that's absolutely true. But there are a lot of narcissistic men who are just pure misogynists, and they love having power and control over women because they want to demean them. They want to just put them down. They want to just quote unquote, put them in their place, so to speak. So it can't be the power and control do play a huge part in why a lot of narcissists love this type of lifestyle. Why they love stepping outside the relationship or stepping outside the marriage and participating in this type of lifestyle, right? And I know y'all heard me also mention it earlier. I almost got caught. The transactional nature of it. We know, or at least you know, that narcissists love transactional relationships. There's no feelings attached. I can just pay you. I get what I want. It's a transaction. Typically when you hear transactional relationship with narcissists, they're getting something from you. Like they only have people in their lives that they are able to extract something out of. They're able to get something from. They're able to take something from, right? That's the transactional nature of a lot of narcissistic relationships. I can get what I want to from you because this is how I operate. This is how I move around. This is how, you see what I'm saying? The power and control dynamic provide that ability right there to have the transactional relationship that a lot of narcissists love. Just absolutely love the transactional nature of these relationships, y'all. And another reason, y'all, just slide into the let's just slide slowly into the next reason. Another reason that they pursue these type of lifestyles is because literally they already have someone at home. Sometimes narcissists just cheat because they have you at home. They feel more confident because they have a main supply, right? They feel confident if they have a main source of supply or a partner at home. Like, even if I get rejected, which is still going to hurt, the rejection is still going to hurt. Even if I get rejected, I can still even if I get rejected, I can still look at you and go home. I got a wife at home. I got a husband at home, right? I have this at home. I have that at home. So that's what happens sometimes. Like, even if they get rejected, they will absolutely already have you at home. So it's the safety net. I can go out here. I can go exert this power and control over other people, and I have my safety net, you, at home waiting on me. So a lot of times narcissists will actually absolutely go out here, do their cheating thing, and just literally just leave it be. You know. The next reason that I have written down right here, y'all, just want to dart my eyes out. I have a whole whiteboard right here with my ideas on it, so I don't have to pull my phone out. The next thing, y'all, is some of them are just sex addicts. I said it. They're addicts. Now, let's go ahead and get this out of the way. There are a ton of narcissists who be out here lying, cheating, beating, whatever the case may be, right? They just be out here lying their asses off about being sex addicts. But they'll just tell you straight up that they are. They're just like, well, they'll cheat consistently. Like, I'm just a sex addict. I can't stop cheating. Could it be true sometimes? Yeah. But sometimes they just love to cheat. They love to have that power and control. They love to be able to pay for it and make people go away. You see what I'm saying? It's just like sometimes they are addicts. But a lot of times they are not. They will lie about being an addict in order to get you to feel sorry for them. Wow, I'm a sex addict, right? You wouldn't talk to an alcoholic like this, would you? You wouldn't talk to a meth addict right here like with this. Will you talk to somebody that's strung out on cocaine like this or fentanyl? You know, would you talk to them like that? You gonna talk to me like that? Yeah, my drug of choice is cheeks. Yeah, cause I love big old booty cheeks, and I'm thinking about it now. Oh, let me shake myself out of it. You see how that sounds right there? You see how that goes? That's crazy. But again, that's how the mind of a lot of narcissists work. A lot of narcissists tend to go into that space right there. So could they be sex addicts? Yeah, some of them absolutely could. But a lot of times they are not. They're just liars. They're just manipulators. They just do so much horrible stuff, and they just use it as an excuse. But the sex addicts will absolutely pay for it. You know, they will pay for it. They get on OnlyFans. They whatever back in the what do you call it back in the day? Back page. Everybody say, is that still going on? OnlyFans, escorts, whatever the case may be. So some of them love paying for it because they are addicts. The next one I got written down, y'all, is deviancy and insecurity. Oh, no, not insecurities. Deviancy and perverts. Y'all, let's just keep it hot and ready. There are a lot of narcissists out here, right, that view their partners as precious commodities. Now, before you get angry at me, let me tell you what I'm saying. Precious commodity. I've been cheated on, beated on, skeeted on. Everything on has happened to me. I don't feel like a precious commodity. Just think about this. They have this purity mindset. They want to look at you as pure, right? So they go out here and they find deviants. You see what I'm saying? They want to do some freaky deaky nasty ass stuff, but they don't want to do it with you. So because they want to keep you looking in the same light. They don't want to look at you as for lack of a better word, they don't want to look at you as a whore, right? They want to look at their partner as pure. So they have this deviancy and they're perverts and they want to do nasty, dirty. We don't kink shame, right? There's some kinks out there that need to be shamed, but we don't kink shame over here, right? They want to do some nasty stuff and they don't want to do it with you. So sometimes the easiest way to do that nasty stuff, get that Mr. Nasty time or Mrs. Nasty time, is to just get on OnlyFans or pay for an escort or get on Backpage or you see what I'm saying? Go to a street corner, one of these major cities or even some of these smaller cities. Go to a street corner, do that type of stuff right there. That's how it goes right there. You see what I'm saying? Sometimes it really is just because they're deviants and they're perverts. So they really want to just get their rocks off, and they really want to be freaky as hell. So they just do the stuff that they're doing right now. You see, they'll just go above and beyond to get that deviancy out of their system, to experience that, to explode elsewhere. But they want to look at you as pure. Like sometimes you can even find out about the OnlyFans stuff, the escort stuff, and they'll tell you what they've been doing. Like, yeah, I always wanted to go outside and do it in the rain in the back of a car, blah blah blah. And you were like, why did you ask me to do that? I don't want to look at you as a backseat whore. That's why. You see what I'm saying? They'll say the type of stuff right there to you, whatnot, y'all. Seriously. The last but not least, the last thing I have wrote down right here, y'all. Y'all might have heard me flub it out earlier, but it's insecurities. There are a lot of narcissists out here that are insecure, that might be afraid to speak to the opposite gender or the same gender, whoever you're attracted to, right? They might be afraid to speak about that or speak to it. So guess what they do? They call one of these lines. They get on OnlyFans and pretend to be somebody that they're not. They get on Twitter or find an escort or go to Backpage or whatever the case may be. Get online. Some of y'all, sometimes it might be as easy as sending a Facebook friend request out there in order to get your rocks off, because sometimes your friend, they already there. You already know the escort or whatever the case may be. But it's easier to just pay for it than it is to risk rejection. Even though, again, like I said earlier, you can risk the rejection and still, like after you still can get rejected even after you pay. But the risk go way down. The risk of that happening goes way down. And whatnot. So their insecurity sometimes makes it just easier for them to get on OnlyFans or watch some corn or pay for some corno sites or get an escort or whatever the case may be. It really is. It can be just fear. It really is a fear, and the insecurities bubble to the surface, and it doesn't have anywhere to go. So it just pops and pops and pops, and it stays inside of them, y'all. Anyways, y'all, welcome to the end of this video. Make sure you check out my website, mentalhealness.net, for all things Lee Hammock. Make sure to check out my kids' book. It's called Remember It's Not Your Fault. It's a conversation starter to have those tough conversations with your kids about toxic relationship dynamics, about a neglectful, absent parent, about loving yourself, about loving your body, and things of that nature, y'all. So remember to check that out. It's on Amazon. It's called Remember It's Not Your Fault. It's available right now. Hit that subscribe button, y'all, and I'm out. Peace.